After Okudzeto claims he has called the governor, the ambassador of US, he only called the ambassador of US to take pictures with no action to show for, with no sense of how to negotiate on international level, with no pedigree. Because he be a foreign minister, pedigree no. And the massive failure of the administration of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Massive failure of John Dramani Mahama's administration. For those of you who don't know yet, there is a bad news for Ghana. Serious bad news for Ghana. Now, serious bad news for Ghana is say one of our major trading partners, United States of America, and United States of America there, a band of partnership, and I say trade, business, Ghana cannot do without the United States of America. We are kind of joined together because not only Ghanaians are in US, but also indigenous people in US rely sometimes on our products. Maybe cocoa, gold. People in US, some of whom are not even Ghanaians, rely on those. Ghanaians who are in US, they rely on yam, corn flour, cassava dough, corn dough, and name them. Because you have left your nation, your country to another man's land, but that doesn't mean that your taste has also left. You are a Ghanaian in US, that notwithstanding, once in a while you want to eat Ghanaian dishes, and yes sir, and that's a way of remembering where you are coming from. Ekriachacha, you are welcome. Unfortunately for us, unfortunately for us, our government is so bad that when they are not able to follow international happenings, as in some ways, our people here in Ghana, the ministers John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, has appointed when it comes to diplomacy. The main person you want to speak about first, Papa, a friend Okudzeto Ablakwa. Okudzeto Ablakwa. When NDC was in opposition, Okudzeto was one of the people who were so loud. Okudzeto knew everything about governance. Okudzeto knew everything. Everything. Now, government has come. His government has come. They have appointed Okudzeto as Minister of Foreign Affairs. Now, as a Minister of Foreign Affairs, you always got to keep an eye on international issues. And yes, sir, Donald Trump took office later part of January. He started talking about the fact that he believes some countries were cheating US when it comes to trade. If Okudzeto Ablakwa had what it takes to be a foreign minister, by the time now Donald Trump say he believes countries all over the world are actually cheating US now, he will start negotiation with the US government. Or no, any trade minister, they could have started negotiation. Okudzeto, as at the time, way back in February, when Donald Trump started talking about the fact, he was going to slap some tariffs on many countries worldwide. No, he should have by that time called the ambassador of US. Say, please come. Do you think the tariffs is going to affect Ghana? If yes, please, what can Ghana do already for Donald Trump not to slap tariffs on Ghana? Okudzeto did not do any of those. Okudzeto Ablakwa did not care about anything like that. In fact, it was during those times that NDC government was busily sacking people that they claim were actually recruited after 7th December, which is not even true, by the way. But Okudzeto sat on the job until Donald Trump came up with the first tariffs. Which tariffs, no? They slapped a 10% on Ghana. Thanks for those gifting. 10%, oh, that's what they slapped on Ghana. Now, after they slapped that 10% on Ghana, Okudzeto Ablakwa came to tell you and I that he has summoned, how do you call him? The ambassador of US to Ghana to come and answer some questions. After they had slapped the 10% on us. So we were thinking that, okay, at least better late than never, right? Is that not it? If Okudzeto was sleeping when Donald Trump had made the initial announcement, waited until Donald Trump had slapped the tariff, and is now coming back to his senses, that is calling the foreign the ambassador, so be it. Now, finally, after Okudzeto has called the ambassador of US to his office, and after taking pictures, Okudzeto has not been able to negotiate any proper thing for Ghana. And if you still doubt it, guess what? The first tariff that was slapped on Ghana by the US was a 10%. And yes, sir. And Okudzeto said he has called the ambassador of US to negotiate. After the negotiation of Okudzeto, US has increased the tariffs to 15%. US has increased the tariff to 15%. After Okudzeto claims he has called the governor, the ambassador of US, he only called the ambassador of US to take pictures in his office for social media, because this NDC government, no, they have become so concerned and consumed about branding, to the extent that anything they want to do, they want to take pictures. So you are told that a minister of health is paying surprise visit to hospitals, and before he even reaches the hospital, media is there. How is that a surprise visit? So when Ghanaians were complaining that Okudzeto, go and negotiate on our behalf, go and negotiate on our behalf, no, Okudzeto rather was thinking about how to take pictures and come and post on Facebook that he has spoken with the US ambassador. Not knowing Okudzeto, you don't know that Donald Trump is a no-nonsense man. Donald Trump does not care about what to come and tell Ghanaians on Facebook. He cares about result. You have not been able to negotiate anything proper, and now because you have been reckless, you have been senseless, and we even had the likes of the vice president who came out to threaten US. Now here we are. Akwesi, thank you. Now because Okudzeto was reckless and senseless, baby with sharp teeth, with no action to show for, with no sense of how to negotiate on international level, with no pedigree, because still be a foreign minister, pedigree no. Look at our foreign ministers, the likes of Akufo-Addo, they were foreign ministers. The likes of Shile Ayoko-Botwe, these were foreign ministers. When they appear, you know this is a foreign minister of the republic like Ghana. So when you sit to such a person, you are negotiating, there is some respect. You think our partners outside don't know your history as Okudzeto? They know. They know you are somebody who does not even respect the office of the president, because when you were in opposition, you were even leaking details of your president's travel. That is how reckless you are. So when you come and sit in front of such a people that you are going to negotiate, they will not mind you. They see you as a child, as a neonate. So you claim you had gone to negotiate, and now from 10% straight to 15%. I don't know how they say it in Chi. I saw a comment earlier on, because my phone is turned, so that's why I'm not able to read the comment quick. I think Mrs. Edu Jemfi was saying that the boss of Yam is now $100 or so. Yeah, it will be. So now if you are a Ghanaian, you are in US, you are affected. Because now before you export anything to US, 15%. 15%. When it was 10%, Okudzeto said he has going to meet somebody, that negotiation. Now it is 15%. 15%. Adding. Meanwhile, we have a foreign minister, we have a minister of trade. Tibonkoso for Tibonkoso. Nothing do they know. Only muff. Social media. Muff. Yam is now $100 in US because of recklessness of Okudzeto, uselessness of trade minister, and Tibonkoso-ness of the president. When in nature now say you are donating to Palestine, then we should clap for you. Ghanaian businesses are collapsing because there are a lot of Ghanaians who depend on exporting stuff to US to make money. Now 15%. So it makes their products more expensive. And as products become expensive, then people who patronize that product will go down. The number of people who patronize, they will go down. So Ghanaians, and you see our people who are abroad, I know many of you actually wanted Bawumia to win. But to those of you who were still recalcitrant, who some way, somehow, even though you have been outside the country, you have not allowed for technology outside to affect your brains, and you were still supporting reset agenda. Now we are all being affected one way or the other. Now you will eat pizza to sleep, sir. You will eat pizza to sleep. You eat pizza to sleep because you were abroad and you knew very well that the government that is best. Yes, I know. It is intentional. My video view is intentional. Please, if you're just joining, my video view is intentional. It's because of the frame I want after I'm done with the live. So when the guests come on, I'm going to turn a portrait for you to see it normal on your phone. So just forgive me that. You might have to adjust to that moving forward. Thank you. So Okudzeto has not been able to negotiate anything. He has even made it in worse. If we had known, we should have stopped Okudzeto from even calling the ambassador to go and ask questions. And look at Donald Trump. He said 15%. Because we are going to export cocoa. We have to pay it on it. Gold, we pay it on it. And then the food. Ademe, cassava, boma, condomri, name them, whatever. Dry fish, momone, kobe, 1,500, whatever you want to. You are in the US and your appetite is calling you Ghana, abolo. You will pay 15%. So now we are all affected. We are all facing the reset agenda. And now I know the more we suffer these things, as 2028 is getting closer, I know people in US they will take their voters ID, they will be cleaning it and be waiting to come down and vote for MPP. Mrs. Ebinjebi said the sad reality. So that's Okudzeto for you. Let's go to another baby with sharp teeth.